Alrighty, here we go. Hey there, everybody. It's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Heaters franchise, even year number 4. Last episode was the opening day doubleheader against the defending champion B-Wolves. We lost the first game of that 9-3, and then bounced back, almost blowing the lead, but ended up winning anyway, 11-10 in game 2. So we are currently 1-1 on the year, and we're going on the road for the first time this season, once again to my most favorite ballpark in this game. You can put favorite in quotation marks for that statement. We are taking on the Buzzards at Shaka Sports Turf. On the mound for us will be rookie right-hander Pop Mustard, making his debut, the 26-year-old rookie, I believe. And on the mound for the Buzzards, it is left-hander Erling Elwood, one of their OG pitchers. He'll be on the mound for this game. Buzzards come in at 1-1, much like us, so no advantages for either club in the record department. Mustard is 27, right? He is. Okay, he is 27. I thought he was 26 for some reason. Is that Gangnam? Gangnam's 26, yeah. Okay, I got their ages mixed up. Alright. Now that that's settled, let's look at the lineup for today's game. Leading off at third base is Jesus Gould. Batting second at shortstop, Jamie Pollard. Batting third, tense at second base, Caleb Golden. Batting fourth, rookie first baseman Jacoby North. Batting fifth, left fielder Buster Biggs. Batting sixth, center fielder Nolan Lawson. He is locked in. Batting seventh, right fielder Dax Jarvis. And batting eighth, getting his first start of the year, is backup catcher Everett Nash, giving Hank Hart a day off. Mustard will be on the mound. He'll be batting number 9. Let's go ahead and get it on here at... Sorry, Shaka Sports Turf. Had to let that yawn out. We're 0-3 against the Buzzards here in the series. 0-2 at Shaka Sports Turf. We played here each of the last 2 seasons. Last time we were here at near the end of year 3, we lost that game 7-0. So trying to make this one a more fruitful trip, offensively speaking. We'll be up first here today, so Gould will lead us off against Elwood, hitting .375. 2 RBIs in the air. Powers lefty active against the southpaw Elwood. Gould is ready. Here we go. Batting 3 for 8 on the season. Here up and in is high. Ball 1. Fastball down and in is inside from Elwood. 2-0. Curveball hangs, turned on by Gould into the left field corner. It goes, hit well. That is off the base of the fence as it gets over the left fielder's head. Borgner gets it in, but it is a leadoff double for Gould, who crushed that hanging curveball into the left field corner. Next up is shortstop Jamie Pollard. He's hitting 2 for 9 on the year with a homer and 3 RBIs. He had a 2-run homer and an RBI triple last game. Curveball is outside for ball 1. Change it down and away in there at the knees, 1-1. Heater away, outside, strike called, 1-2. Curveball down, that is skied to left center field. Out for it is Colt and Borgner. The center fielder Colt will call him off and make the catch. 1 down as the runner holds at second. Next up, third-year second baseman Caleb Golden, who is tense. He's hitting a 4 for 8 on the season with a homer and 3 RBIs, but he did make an error at the end of last game, which is why he is tense, as he flubbed an easy double play turn. Fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball up, swung through it late, 1-1. Heater inside, 2-1. Fastball away, blew it by him, 2-2. A little late on the load up. Fastball up and in, blew it by him, strike 3. First punch out for Elwood, 2 down. That'll bring up rookie first baseman Jacoby North, hitting 4 for 9 in the year with an RBI. Had an RBI double last game. Fastball up and away is chased and popped up to first. Easy catch for Mercy Ryan, and that will end the inning. Bottom 1, they're scoreless. Action, Ryan and Steed do up against rookie Pop Mustard, the 27-year-old. Ellery Action on the mound to lead off. Second baseman only hitting 1 for 8 on the season, trying to turn his luck around. Former Overdog second baseman comes over to the Buzzards here in his 4th season. Lineup for the Platypi Buzzards today is after action first baseman Mercy Ryan in her 3rd year with the club, taking over duties at first base after they lost Joseph Trunk in free agency. Batting third, right fielder Marvin Steed, who comes over from the Grapplers, 1st year here with the Buzzards. Played his last 2 years with the Grapplers organization, and his 1st year was with the Blowfish. Batting fourth, third baseman Hackliner, a new addition, coming over from the Wide Loads as he was released near the end of year 3. So 1st year away from his old club. Batting fifth, shortstop Madoka Hayata, former Sirloin's product, in her 1st year with the Buzzards. Batting sixth, OG left fielder Rolf Borgner. Batting 7th, former Moonstars catcher Boo Lewis. I believe it is his second year with the Buzzards. Batting 8th, 10th center fielder Thurman Colt, another OG player. And batting 9th is the pitcher Erling Elwood. Mustard is ready. 5 pitches in the repertoire. Let's see how the rookie does. 2-seamers in the dirt, ball 1. Ball down the way, bunt shown, and outside it goes. 2-0 the count. Fastball down, strike called at the knees, 2-1. Change up and away, chased it, 2-2 the count. Slider up and in, high, full count. Curveball down and away, grounded hard to third. Gould picks it before it hits the dirt, and that ends the inning. No, it's not. It's first out of the inning. Jesus. Next up, first baseman Mercy Ryan, hitting 2 for 9 in the year with 1 homer and 2 RBIs on the season for the first baseman. Fastball inside, misses to her, ball 1. Change it down and in, low and inside, 2-0. Slider at the knees, that's chopped to second. Golden charges, fields the high hopper to first, 2 down. Base is empty for right fielder Marvin Steed. Hitting 500 on the year. Power versus righty active here for Marvin. Trying to keep the inning alive. 2-seamer away, and the first pitch is turned on and belted down the right field line. Hit pretty well. Jarvis retreating into the corner is there at the warning track. He'll make the catch for the third out. 1-2-3 inning for the rookie in his first appearance to the second. Scoreless. Biggs, Lawson, and Jarvis do it for the Heaters. Leading off is left fielder Buster Biggs, only hitting 1 for 9 here to start the year. Set in against Elwood. Sliders outside, ball 1. Heater high, 2-0. Curveball hangs, and it's off the end of the bat as he missed the power swing. Right at Thurman Colt as he takes a step in. Center fielder makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, second-year center fielder Nolan Lawson. He is locked in. Outside pitch active form, hitting .556. I believe that's 5 for 8 on the year. Here is change up inside, misses from Elwood, ball 1. Fastball down in the way is hit off the end of the bat, out of play, 1-1. A little late on the swing was Lawson. Curveball middle in, hit back to Elwood, who fields it behind his back. He'll fire to first, 2 down. Base is empty for right fielder Dax Jarvis, hitting 6 for 8 to start the year. 1 RBI on the year for Dax. Curveball hangs on the first pitch line to center. That is a base hit. Jarvis will keep the inning alive here with the 2-out single in the second, and that will bring up the 8-hitter today. It is backup catcher Everett Nash making his first appearance of the season, also his first start, giving regular catcher Hank Hart a day off. Sophomore player looking to make an impact here. Fastball up and change up and in is chopped the second on the first pitch, right at action. That is an easy third out. Bottom 2 we're still scoreless here. Liner, Hayata, and Borgener are due up for the Buzzards. Third baseman Hack Liner leading off, only hitting 1 for 9 here to start his 4th season. 1 RBI in the year. Not a good first impression for your new club. Ball down the way, outside, ball 1. Seamer up and in, foul back by Liner, 1-1. Slider up, way high, 2-1. Seamer down and in, chop to first, over his north on the backhand, flips to first, in time. Mustard makes the play, 1 down. Next up is shortstop Madoka Hayata, hitless to start the year. She's batting 5th today, former Sirloin's product. First year with the Buzzards organization, fastball inside, ball 1. Curveball away, fouled off, 1-1. 2-seamer away, outside, 2-1. Change up away, that is outside as well, 3-1. 2-seamer down and in, chased it low, full count now. Slider middle in, ripped foul by Hayata as she stays alive. Count remains full. Seamer up and away, lined up the middle. Golden lunges out of his reach into right center, and that'll be extra bases for the speedy Hayata. Lawson cuts it off right before the wall and gets it in, but it is a 1-out double. First hit today for the Buzzards. 6-hitter coming up next for OG left fielder Rolf Borgener, hitting 2 for 9 to start the year. Curveball down in the way in the first pitch. Blooper to left center field. Lawson coming over, won't get there. That'll dump in for a hit. RBI single for Borgener. It is 1-0 Buzzards. Next up is catcher Boo Lewis, former Moonstars player, hitting 1 for 8 on the year, 2nd year with the Buzzards organization. 1 homer on the year. This is his only hit. Drove in a run. It was a solo shot. 2-seamer inside, grounded at the middle. Golden over backhands, flips to second 1. Pollard to first, double play, and that will end the inning. But the Buzzards on the board first with the single by Borgner after the double by Hayata. 1-0 to the third. 9-1-2 do up for the Heaters here. Mustard, Gould, and Pollard. Rookie Pop Mustard leading off. He's got some great speed. Can't really hit like most pitchers, but it is what it is. Infield normal. Outfield is playing shallow here. Fastball middle in on the first pitch, lined right at Colt. 1 down. Next up is Gould, 1-for-1 with the double as he hit it into the left field corner and then was stranded at second base in the first inning. Elwood now locked in here after the 7th out is recorded. Heater away outside, ball 1. Heater away outside as well, 2-0 the count. Fastball up, line back up the middle to right center, base hit for Gould. Colt cuts it off, that'll prevent another double. But Gould is seeing the ball well today, he is 2 for 2. Runner at first, 1 down, here's shortstop Jamie Pollard. Flew out to, I believe, left center his first time up. Curveball's outside, ball 1. Heater in there at the letters, 1-1. Fastball inside, popped up, shallow left center, Colt in, he's there. Makes catch for the second out. Next up is Caleb Golden, 0-for-1 today, he's tense, lined out to center his first time up. Or no, he struck out his first time up, that's right. Heater in there at the letters, 0-1. Fastball high is chased, 0-2 the count. Fastball ways, popped up behind first, over for his action. Second baseman makes the catch and that ends the inning. Bottom 3, it's still 1-0 Buzzards. Colt, Elwood in action, due up. Thurman Colt leading off, center fielder is tense, only batting 1-for-9 here to start the year. Another OG outfielder for the Buzzards, 2-seamer low, ball 1. Fastball down, low as well, 2-0. Two-seamer up and in, high, 3-0. Slider hangs, strike call, 3-1. Curveball down in the dirt, ball 4, first walk for Mustard. Colt reaches the lead off, and that'll bring up the pitcher slot. Here's Elwood, first bat of the year for the locked-in hurler. Two-seamer up in the first pitch, bunt shown, pulled back, ball 1. Fastball middle of the plate, bunt is down in front of the mound, Mustard off, no play at second, he'll bare hand to first. 1 down. Sacrifice successful, and that'll bring up Action, who's 0-for-1 today. Lined out to third his first time up. Change it down and in is low in the dirt, ball 1. Four-seamer up and in, grounded to short, Pollard charges, looks to runner back, fires to first, 2 down. Then that'll bring up Mercy Ryan, who's 0-for-1 today. Grounded out to second her first time up. Slider at the knees, grounded in a hole to third. Gould dives just out of his reach into left field. Biggs charging in. Colt's going to round and try and score. He'll beat the throw. It's an RBI single for Ryan. 2-0 Buzzards. Marvin Steed up next. Flew out to the right field corner his first time up. He's 0-for-1. Two-seamer up and away in the first pitch. High. Ball 1. Change it down. That's low. 2-0. Four-seamer up. Fouled back by Steed. 2-1. Slider at the knees. That's grounded in the hole to short. Pollard over on the dive. Makes the stop. Gets up and fires to first. Just late. Infield single for Steed to keep the inning alive. 2 on, 2 down for Liner with RBI man. He's 0-for-1. Curveball down in the way in the first pitch. Outside. Good block by Nash in the dirt. Ball 1. Change it down and in. That's driven deep by Liner to right center. He got all of that one. And it is over the wave wall. No, it's off the top of the wave wall. 3-run bomb for Liner. His first homer of the year, and that breaks it open. It is 5-0 in the third. Hayat up next, 1-for-1 with the double, as Mustard now tense. Four-seamer up and away is high, ball 1. Two-seamer up and in, that's bloop to right. Jarvis in a step, he's there. Makes catch to end the inning, but the Buzzards score 4 in the inning. 1 on the single by Ryan and 3 on the home run by Liner. 5-0 to the fourth. North, Biggs, and Lawson due up. North leading off, 0-for-1 with the pop out to first base. His first time up. Change it down and in low, ball 1. Change it down and in, strike called, 1-1. Fastball away, misses, 2-1. Fastball inside is chased inside, missing, 2-2. Curveball down and in, chop to third, knocked down by liner on the dive. North hustling down, will beat it out for an infield single as the rookie reaches. He's 1 for 2, and that'll bring up Biggs, who's 0 for 1. Popped out his first time up. Fastball at the letters, 0-1. Fastball down and away, strike called, 0-2. Chased it outside, strike 3. First punch out for Elwood, 1 down. Or second punch out. 1 down, here's Lawson, 0 for 1. Grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. Curveball middle in, turned on by Lawson, driven deep to right center field, giving Chase speed. He will run it down in the gap for the second out as the runner's going to be doubled off at first. No, he won't. Action's throw is late on the relay. 2 down, here's Jarvis, 1 for 1 with a single. He's currently locked in, facing the locked-in Elwood. Fastball's high for a strike called at the letters away, 0-1. Change up down in the way, dribbled to short. Hayata charges, fires to first in time. That ends the inning. Nothing doing in this inning for us after the hit. Bottom 4, we're down 5-0. Borgner, Lewis, and Colt due up. There's Borgner, 1 for 1 with an RBI single today. And he was stranded on base. Curveball in there away, 0-1. Two-seamer middle in, called a strike on the check swing, 0-2. Four-seamer down in the way, grounded up the middle of the second. Golden dives out of his reach. Another hit for Borgner. He's 2 for 2. Another seeing eye single for the Buzzards. Next up is Lewis, who's 0 for 1 with a ground out into a double play his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Change it down and in on the first pitch. Blooped behind the plate. Foul. 0-1. Two-seamer down in the way is low in the dirt. 1-1. Slider up high. Taken. Throw down by Nash is late. Easy stolen base for Borgner. Rolf's first of the year. He's 1 for 1. 2 on the count to Lewis. Four-seamer up and away. That's fouled off by Boo. 2-2 the count. Ball down and in. Grounded up the middle to short. Pollard to his left, cuts it off. Looks the runner's back and fires to first. 1 down. Next up is Colt, who walked his first time up. Then he scored a run on a single by Ryan in the third inning. Two-seamer away in the first pitch, just outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer up. Grounded hard to short right at Pollard. He's going to throw to third, and he's got Borgner in a rundown. Gould will tag him out, and that's the second out of the inning on the fielder's choice as Colt reaches it first. Elwood up next. He sack bunted his first time up, so no official at bat yet today for the pitcher. Ball down on the first pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Four-seamer down and in. Strike called. 1-1. Slider down and away outside. 2-1. Two-seamer up and away. That's popped up foul on the left side. Biggs chasing forward in foul territory. Gets there. Makes the catch to end the inning. No runs this time for the Buzzards in the fourth. Bottom 5. It's 5-0 still. Or top of the 5th. Nash, Mustard, and Gould due up. Here's Nash 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Fastball up and away high. Ball 1. Fastball down and in. Strike called at the knees. 1-1. Fastball middle of the plate. Grounded hard to third. One hopper knocked down by Liner. Ricochets to Hayata. Just laid E5 there in your scorebook. So it's Nash races. Next up it's Mustard 0 for 1 today. Bunt being shown as we're down 5-0. Bunt is down to third. Just foul. 0-1. Bunt shown again. Bunt dropped down in front of the mound this time. Elwood bare hands to first. 1 down on the sacrifice. Nash into scoring position for Gould, who's doubled and singled today. He was 2 for 2. Slider in the dirt. Ball 1 is... That was nowhere near the zone. Heater middle in. Caught the corner. Good pitch from Elwood. 1-1. Fastball middle in. Line to the left center. Over the diving Hayata's glove into the gap it goes. Another extra base hit for Gould. He's going to have his second double of the game as he's 3 for 3. Nash scores. It is 5-1. Heaters on the board. So it's already better than our last trip to Shaka when we lost 7-0. Next up is Pollard. He's 0 for 2 today. Still looking for his first hit. Fastball right down the middle. 0-1. Curveball down and in. Chop to short. Hayata over. No play at third. She'll go to first with it. 2 down. Next up Golden. He's 0 for 2. Currently tense. Grounded out last time up. He's also struck out. Fastball high. Misses. Ball 1 from Elwood. Fastball down the middle, at the knees, ripped into the right center in the gap. That's going to be extra bases for Golden as Steed gives chase. He does get to it. It's going to be a 2-out double. It is 5-2. Heaters now cut the lead down to 3. Runner still in scoring position for Jacoby North. Infield single last time up for the rookie. He's also popped out once. Fastball up and in is high from Elwood. Ball 1. Change up away. Good take on the check swing. 2-0. 2-0 the count. Fastball in the dirt is chased. Below the knees, grounded to second. Action to first. That ends the inning. 2 runs in the inning, though, for the Heaters on doubles by Golden and Gould. Bottom 5, it is 5-2. Action, Ryan and Steed do up against Mustard, the rookie. There's action 0 for 2 today. Facing the still tense Mustard as both batter and pitcher are tense here. Curveball taken at the knees away on the check swing. Strike called. 0-1. 2-seamer away. Driven down the right field line. Hooking foul from action. Out of reach of Jarvis. 0-2 the count. Change it down and in the dirt. Good block there in the dirt. 1-2 the count. Slider up and away. Swung through it, strike 3. First career punch out for Mustard. 1 down. Next up is Ryan. 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Four-seamer down and away. Grounded in the hole to short. Pollard on the backhand makes the stop. Fires to first. 2 down. Mustard back to neutral. Next up is Marvin Steed. 1 for 2 with a single today. Singled last time up. He's also flown out to right field corner. Slider middle in on the first pitch. Strike call. 0-1. Change it down and away. Just outside. 1-1. Four-seamer inside. Chased it. 1-2 the count. Curveball down and away. In the dirt. 2-2. Good eye. Change up and in. Way high. 3-2. Fastball middle of the plate. Fouled off. Steed stays alive. Got away with a hanger there. 2-seamer down and in. Chased low. Grounded up the middle. Golden dives out of his reach. Another hit for Steed. He's 2 for 3. That will keep the inning alive for Hack Liner, who had a 3-run bomb last time up. His first homer of the year. He's 1 for 2. Still tense, though, after he made an error in the field. Steeler active at first base for Steed. Four-seamer down and away in the first pitch outside. Ball 1 as Mustard is tense once more. Curveball up and in. Just inside. 2-0. 2-seamer down and away outside. 3-0. Change up away. Strike called on the outside corner. 3-1. Slider down and away. Fouled off. 2 in full count now. Four-seamer down and in. Chase fouled off on the broken bat. We'll do it again. 2-seamer up and away. Chased it. Strike 3. Second punch up for Mustard. That ends the inning as he strands the runner at first. To the 6th, it's still 5-2. 5, 6, and 7 do up for the Heaters here. Biggs leading off 0 for 2 today. Trying to find his groove. Right down the middle. Should have swung. 0-1. Check swing high on that heater. 1-1. Slider down and in. Grounded to second. Action misplays it. Recovers in time, but late. A E4 there. Second error of the game for the Buzzards. Next up is Lawson 0 for 2 today. No longer locked in. Curveball down. Hit on the ground to third. Liner to second 1. Action to first. Late on the relay throw. Fielder's choice. 1 down runner at first for Jarvis. 1 for 2 with a single. Fastball down the middle. 0-1. Fastball up and in. Chased and popped up to third. Liner there. 2 down. Next up is Nash 0 for 2 today. Runner goes on the first pitch. Slider up and in. Strike called. Throw down by Lewis. Late stolen base for Lawson. Nolan's second steal of the year. He's 2 for 2. 0-1 the count to Nash. Chased to change up in the dirt. Bad swing. 0-2. Fastball up. Chased it high. Strike 3. Third punch out for Elwood. That ends the inning. Bottom 6. We're still down 5-2. Hayata, Borgener, and Lewis do up. There's Hayata. 1 for 2 with a double. Curveball down. Low. Ball 1. The Hayata's doubled and scored a run today as that fastball's down and in low. 2-0. She flew out last time up. 2-0 pitch coming. 2-seamer up and away. High. 3-0. Slider middle in. Strike called. 3-1. 2-seamer down and in. Grounded hard to third. Gould dives to his left. Cuts it off. Gets up and fires. Nice play. 1 down. Next up is Borgner, 2 for 2 today. 2 singles and an RBI for Rolf. Change up inside, grounded hard to second, right at Golden. He'll make the play. 2 down. Base is empty for Lewis, 0 for 2 today, and tense as he reached on a, he struck out? Yeah, I think he struck out last time up. Fastball down, chopped in the hole to first. North over on the backhand. Flips to the pitcher, 1-2-3 inning for Mustard as the rookie gets through the 6th. He is due up here in the 7th, so we will pinch hit for him. The rookie done after 6 innings. He gives up 7 hits, 1 walk, 5 earned runs. Most of them came on that bad 3rd inning where he gave up 4. Outside of that, he pitched really well. It was just 1 bad inning, which seems to be the case for a lot of our starters in the series. Pinch hitting for Mustard here in the 7th. We're going to turn it over to, let's give it to rookie 3rd baseman Angelo Gangnam, the 26-year-old. 0 for 1 as a pinch hitter this season, but he does have contact versus lefty active in this situation against the tiring Elwood. Let's see how he does with it. Fastball away, strike called in the outside corner, 0-1. Heater this time is just outside, 1-1. Fastball middle in, lined right at Liner, who makes the catch, 1 down. Gould up next, 3 for 3 today. He's doubled twice, scoring a run. He's also singled. Change up away, strike called, 0-1. Fastball's outside, 1-1. Slider hangs, driven by Gould to right field, hit pretty well. Going the back is Steed. Runs it down at the warning track in front of the wall, 2 down. Pollard up next, 0 for 3 today. Grounded at the shortstop last time at the plate. Changeup's in the dirt, ball 1. Slider away, bloop to right. Leaping his action to rob him of a base hit. So he can make the good plays, but the routine ones he fucks up. Solid. I'm going to take Pollard out and bring Gangnam in. He'll play 3rd, and Gould will slide back over to shortstop as we are going to bring in Alana Bartlett, who is locked in. Pollard's done. Bottom 7, it's 5-2. Colt Elwood in action, due up against Bartlett, who's making her 3rd appearance here in 3 games. She got the save last episode, in the 2nd game last episode against the Beewolves. Here's Thurman Colt, 0 for 1 with the walk today. Bartlett, in her 2 appearances this year, has thrown 2 1/3 innings, no runs given up, no record, 1 save recorded, 0.86 whip, 2 1/3 innings pitched. She's given up a hit, a walk, and 1 strikeout. Batting average against 143 on the year for Alana. 3rd-year pitcher settling in here, facing Colt first, who's 0 for 2. He reached on a fielder's choice last time up, or 0 for 1. He's also walked. Change of fastball down in the way, strike called, 0-1. Change up inside, out in front of it is Colt, 0-2 the count. 2-seamer inside. Bloop to left, Biggs in a step to his right, calls for it. Next catch, 1 down. Next up is Elwood, the pitcher, 0 for 1 today. No pinch hitter coming as he's locked in. Fastball ways outside, ball 1. 2-seamer down, low, 2-0. Slider up and in, strike called, 2-1, good take. Change it down in the dirt, 3-1. 4-seamer away. Outside, ball 4. First walk for Bartlett today. Elwood reaches. Runner at first, 1 down for action, 0 for 3 intense. 2-seamer down and in, grounded the 3rd. Gould there, backhands, fires the 2nd 1. Gould in the 1st. Double play, and that ends the inning. I forgot to switch Gangnam and Gould, so I'll make sure to do that next inning. Or I'll do it right now before we bat. To the 8th. It's 5-2 after the inning double play. Golden, North, and Biggs. Hard lineup coming up for the Heaters as we look to get back in it. Here's Golden, 1 for 3, RBI double last time up for him. Coming in to play second base is Milo Stewart as the backup middle infielder takes over second base from Action, who is now rattled. Let's go ahead and swap them out now. Position swap Gould and Gangnam. There we go. Now they're playing their normal positions of shortstop for Gould and 3rd base for Gangnam. All right. Alrighty, Golden, 1 for 3, RBI double. 2-seamer down in the way at the knees, strike called, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, chopped up the middle. Past the diving Hayata, base hit for Golden. He's 2 for 4. Leadoff man on in the 8th as we look to rally. Elwood down to neutral and Golden back to neutral. Next up is North, 1 for 3 with a single, and that will do it for Elwood. He goes 7+, giving up 7 hits, 3 earned, 3 strikeouts. No earned runs given up. The 2 that scored were because of the error by Action back in the 6th inning. So he is going to have a quality start no matter what. Coming out of the bullpen to relieve him, forward wide loads right-hander Chiron Throne in his 4th year. Throne, I believe, is in his 2nd year with the Buzzards, if I remember correctly. No record is 0 ERA and a 0.50 whip. No earned runs given up in 2 appearances, totaling 2 innings. 1 hit given up, 2 strikeouts, and batting average against 143 for thrown as he's locked in. Facing the rookie Jacoby North. Change up in there at the knees. 0-1 North, 1 for 3 today with a single. That's high on the heater, 1-1. Change it down and in, pulled foul, 1-1, 1-2 the count. Fastball up is chased and popped up to second. Caught by Stewart for an easy first out. Next up is Biggs. He's 0 for 3 today, still looking to find his footing. Right down the middle. Should have swung. 0-1. Fastball away is fouled off by Buster. 0-2 the count. Slider down and in, popped up off the end of the bat to center. Thurman Colt there. 2 down. Leadoff man still at first as Biggs now tense. Next up is outfielder Nolan Lawson. Center fielder 0 for 3 today. Change up inside, strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and away, fouled off by Nolan, 0-2 the count. Slider at the knees, skied to center. Colt back some steps. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning as we strand a leadoff base runner. Bottom 8, we're still down 3, 5-2. Ryan, Steed, and Liner due up. Heart of the lineup coming up for the Buzzards as they look to find some insurance off of Bartlett. Here's Ryan, 1 for 3 with an RBI single today. Slider down and in, swung through it, 0-1. See him up and away is high, 1-1. Fastball at the knees, that's lined to center. Lawson coming on, slides, makes the nice catch, 1 down. Next up is Steve, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and a fly out. Slider away in the first pitch, popped up behind the plate. Nash giving chase, so watch it get out of play, 0-1. That did just manage to get over the screen back there. Fastball inside, misses, 1-1. Zoomer at the knees, that's grounded up the middle. Seeing eye single for Steed. His 3rd hit today, he is 3 for 4. Steeler again will be active at first base as he's locked in. Next up is Liner, 1 for 3 with the 3-run homer today, still tense. Change it down in the way in the first pitch outside from Bartlett, ball 1. Zoomer inside, line up the middle on the hit and run. That is a base hit into center. Steve thought about 3rd, but gets back safely. Liner 2 for 4 now, and that'll bring up Hayata 1 for 3 with a double and a run scored. Zoomer away in the first pitch, just outside, ball 1. Slider down, check swing low, 2-0. Zoomer inside, misses, 3-0. Fastball inside, ball 4. First walk for Bartlett as the bases are loaded. Here's Borgner, 2 for 3, 2 singles and an RBI with 1 down in the inning. Lefty-lefty matchup here for Bartlett. Zoomer down and in on the first pitch inside, ball 1. Zoomer away, fouled off, 1-1. Slider away, outside, 2-1. Change up and in, chased it high, 2-2. Fastball middle in, ripped foul, still 2-2. Zoomer down and in, chop to 3rd. Gongham fields it, fires home. 1 down, Nash to 1st, just late. Force out, 2 down, here's Lewis, 0 for 3 and tense. Change it down in the way in the first pitch, chased it in the dirt, 0-1. Fastball up and away, high, 1-1. Zoomer up and in, strike called, 1-2. 1 strike away, slider in the dirt, chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Bartlett as she strands the bases loaded in the 8th. To the 9th, it's still 5-2. Last chance to dance for the Heaters. Bottom of the lineup, Jarvis, Nash, and Gongham due up. Jarvis leading off, 1 for 3 today with a single. We're going to start it against the locked-in throne. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Fastball, change it down and in the dirt, 2-0. Slider down and in, just missed it. Skied off the end of the bat to right center. Colt there, easy first out. Hey, Luai, how's it going? Here's Nash, 0 for 3. Catcher looking for his first hit. Change away, strike called, 0-1. Here away, misses, 1-1. Gotta make it happen, it's our only shot. Heater inside, called a strike, 1 and 2. Chased it outside on the changeup, strike 3. First punch up or thrown. Last chance is Angelo Gangnam, the rookie third baseman, lined out to third base and is only at bat today. He's 0 for 1. Yeah, after one bad inning and then just a whole bunch of, failed opportunities, it kind of wears on you. Plus, it's Shaka, so it's very depressing already to begin with. Fastball away, strike called to the rookie, 0-1. Slider is low, 1-1. Slider down and in, line through the middle, and that is the first career hit for Gangnam as he'll reach. Keeps the inning alive, and that puts the tying run in the on-deck circle. Agreed. My team is fast, but we can't make use of it, unfortunately. Here's Gould. He's 3 for 4 today. He's doubled twice and singled once. I believe he's also lined out once, if I remember correctly. Change off the glove of the catcher as that gets by Lewis, and that will allow Gangnam to advance into scoring position, but his run doesn't matter. Wild pitch, 1-0 the count, as that was a changeup in the dirt from thrown. That changeup's way inside, 2-0 the count. Changeup chased inside, fouled off, 2-1. Loop and a blast, that's all we need. I love it. Yes, you can finally steal now. It's a great feeling once you've been saddled with a team that can't run. You get that first taste of speed, and you're like, so this is what I've been missing all this time. 2 on the count to Gould here. Changeup caught the corner inside, 2-2. Chased fastball inside, fouled back. We'll do it again, still 2-2. Fastball down and in, chase, broken back around to the short. Charging Hayata, she'll make the play to first in time. That ends the game. Heaters lose 5-2. Yay, we're 1-2 on the year. 0-4 against the Buzzards, and we're 0-3 here at Shaka Sports Turf. Well, compared to last time we were here, we did lose 7-0. This time it was only 5-2. At least it was a competitive game this time. GG, thank you. Appreciate it. Tough loss, tough loss. Batting lines hitless today were Pollard, Biggs, Lawson, Nash, and the rookie Mustard. 3 hits for Jesus Gould at the top of the lineup. He also drove in a run on a double. Caleb Golden also had an RBI double. Both of them came back in the 6th inning, and those were our only runs of the day. Both of them were unearned runs, thanks to a key error by the second baseman Elroy Action. On the other side for the Buzzards, they had one big inning in the 3rd, and they had 1 run scored in the 2nd inning. They had an RBI single from Rolf Borgner in the 2nd. He went 2 for 4 today. Mercy Ryan had her only hit on RBI single to kick off the scoring in the 3rd inning. And then they put up, Ryan and Steed got on base, and Liner hit a 3-run blast over the right center field wave wall. His first homer of the year. Hitless today for the Buzzards, though, were Lewis, Colt, Elwood. Throne didn't bat. Action, who got subbed off, and Stewart, who also did not bat. I challenge you to a duel. One of these days, I'd appreciate that. I mean, I'd be up for it. I'd probably lose, just with how I've been playing recently. But, yeah, it could be slightly mental. I don't know if it's fully mental yet, but it sure does feel like it sometimes, Just how long it's been, it's just wearing on me constantly. Wouldn't be surprised if it was slightly there. Rookie Mustard goes 6 innings. He gives up 7 hits, 5 earned runs, a walk, a homer, 2 strikeouts. He falls to 0-1. That one bad inning gets you every time. Lana Bartlett, 2 innings out of the pen. Another scoreless outing for her. 2 hits given up, 2 walks, and a strikeout as she got out of a bases-loaded jam in the 8th inning. On the other side for the Buzzards, Elwood goes 7+. He gives up 7 hits, 2 unearned runs, and 3 strikeouts. He improves to 1-0, keeps his ERA at a perfect 0 as he gets the win on the quality start. And Kyron Throne with 2 innings in relief, a hit, and a strikeout, his first save of the year. Player of the game is Hackliner for the 3-run homer, followed by Elwood Action, Erlang Elwood, Jesus, I can't read, for his quality start pitching, and then Jesus Gould with his 3-hit day is the 3rd place finisher. Two unearned runs, yes. We had 2 errors in this game. Hackliner dropped, I believe, he dropped a hard grounder that was 1 hop to him. That was ended up being an infield single for Jacoby North, I believe, which they called an error because he didn't handle it. That was back in the 2nd inning. And then Action, he was supposed to field a ground ball, and he dropped it. It was hit right at him. Lawson beat that out for an infield single, which allowed the rally to continue. Because that should have been an ending double play. Yeah, it was nice. We had a really pitched game outside of that one bad inning. Really, we should have only given up 1 run or 2. Yeah. Alright, let's look around the league. What roster moves were made by other clubs? Terry Leonere goes to the Sawtooth as they get rid of Herbert Hackman, the third baseman. Romeo Garner, the pitcher, gets +3 speed. He's a pitcher, because you've given me something useful. Vern Turnberner maxes out his velocity with that random roll. He's now an A-. Nebula Piddlestick, our former reliever, is released by the Freebooters for closer Cheville Norris. Joe Blaze goes to the Grapplers as they get rid of starter Candy Sweet. That's an upgrade in the rotation, surprisingly. Blaze, however, is a long reliever, so keep that in mind. Burnside loses 1 fielding. That's not a good role for a 23-year-old. David Diggler is replaced by Rip Thomas in the Moose rotation, so that moves Felix Farmhand to the bullpen. And the Moonstars gets Stubby Tubrick, the former Platypi starter. He'll replace Bartholomew Draculo, who has Draculo, I gotta pronounce that right. He has regressed to a C+. He was a B just 2 seasons ago, so he has been hit hard by regression. And that means we can't make any cheap roster moves here, unfortunately. Now the only decent reliever is David Diggler, who I wouldn't mind having for a year. He's still got something in the tank. He just can't throw anything over the plate, really. Piddlestick, we already know how that works out. It doesn't work, so no. And I don't like any of these starters. They all suck some hard ass. Lou, maybe? Nah, I'm not gonna ruin our bullpen mojo. Our mop-up woman is pitching well, so let's not push our luck here. Is Taters cheaper than Burnside? He is not. Okay, I was about to say that might be a consideration because he still hasn't regressed like I thought he would. Sturdy Woodman's still out there too. He'd be a DH at best. Shame I don't have a DH. Yeah, pitchers are, and especially in this series, because they haven't really generated any good rookie free agency classes for pitching in general, as well as like outfielders as well. There's been like a couple good outfielders, but not a lot. And then relievers and starters, there have been almost like no good young options at all. So it's like, they're just really putting us in a bind. It's like they want this rebuild to fail. That's basically how it feels. Ruby Green, let's compare her to Burnside. I know she didn't work out for us in the Buzzards franchise. Burnside beats her in basically every category except hitting. Okay. I mean, she'd be a pinch hitter with RBI, man. It would free up some money, but not much. Fudge. There's not a lot out here. There are a couple of good middle infield options. Rags, Vinicio, and De La Cruz. Maybe we could get rid of a third base option since we're having a shortstop play third base. I don't like Maggie Rags, though. We're going to avoid her like the plague. Vinicio's not that bad of a player. I mean, he is Pepe, but he's Pepe. And Zoom Zoom, of course, she can run. That's about it. Herbert Hackman's out there now. He'd be a decent backup third base option at this point. He could replace Trevino, a little bit older, but we can get him cheaper for sure. Pickle. Norton Pickle's 5'6" as a shortstop, but he can't do anything else. That's the holdup. He doesn't offer any infield flexibility. Okay, that's a big downside for me. No, I'm good there. And I think we're good with outfield. I don't think I need to sign anybody per se just yet. Although left field, if they put out a quality left fielder, we could get rid of Buster Biggs with how badly he's playing this season. Alright. Gotta invest in high school ball. Indeed. Need to. That way we have better options for our games moving forward. I could afford something. I'm not going to get it. It's a dumb one. He already has power and speed, so we will use our non-existent money and just move along with our day. This season could be over before it even begins at this rate. Alrighty, let's look at this. What do we got? Wildloads beat the Bee-Wolves 9-6 as they hold off the rally there. Herbisaurs do hold off the Sandcat rally. They win 4-3. Come on, Booters. Come on, Booters. Come on. Oh my god, they almost blew it. They win 8-5. Thank god. Good job, Freebooters. Blowfish winning 4-2 over the Sirloins. They're now 3-1. Platypi beat the Jacks 3-1. As the Platypi now at 3-1. Overdogs take it on the Crocs here. Crocs rally and smash them 11-5, getting their first win of the season. And battle winless teams here. Moonstars absolutely unload on the Hot Corners, winning 17-3. Hot Corners now the only winless team left in the league at 0-4. Grapplers hold off the Buzzards to win 7-5 in a battle of division leaders. Grapplers remain perfect at 4-0. They are one of 2 undefeated teams left, the other being the Wild Pigs, who are 3-0. Alrighty, next episode is another road game. We're taking on the Nemesis at Tiger Field. That's at least good for our power offense. On the mound was second-year pitcher for us, Tower Hiker. And on the mound for the Nemesis is 4th-year veteran Mark Harbormouth, who has downgraded from the 3 slot in the rotation down to the 4. Both teams will come into this contest at 1-2 on the year. Lineup we'll send out there will be Hart leading off behind the dish as he's back in the lineup after resting. Jesus Gould down to the 2 slot after the 3-hit day at 3rd. Golden is still in the 3 slot at the 2nd base. Batting 4th in the cleanup slot still is first baseman rookie Jacoby North. Batted down to the 5 slot at shortstop is Pollard, who's been struggling. Jax Jarvis in the 6th slot and right. He'll bat there, batting 7th, getting her first career start, rookie outfielder Dip Franks. I'm actually going to have her play right field. She is actually a weaker fielder than Jarvis by 4. So our left fielder fielding is going to suck, but I'd rather have Jarvis there. He has a better chance of catching the ball compared to the rookie Franks, who will bat 7th in right field, and then Lawson will bat 8th in center, with Hiker on the mound. Buster Biggs goes to the bench to fix his mojo. Nemesis still have their bats. They did not lose hardly anybody from their beginning lineup. I think the only person they've lost from their OG lineup, if I remember correctly, they still have Pickleford, they still have Slam, they still have Yoder, they still have Sports, they lost Haughty Air, they still have Moon Shadow, they lost Taters, and they still have Stacy Staples too, I think. So, yeah. It could be a high-scoring game, but don't forget Mark Harbormouth. He's also got some power in that bat, so he's going to be a threat at the plate. And it's not on the mound. That's what you forget about Harbormouth. You hang him an easy fastball, that dude's going to put it over the fence. Well, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Another tough loss at Shaka against the Buzzards, as we've lost 5-2 today. It's an improvement over our last trip to Shaka, as we actually scored some runs, but unfortunately we just didn't get enough on the board to win, and both of them we got were unearned. So, can we turn things around against the Nemesis next time out? God, I sure hope so. If you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Appreciate the support as always. If you haven't already, hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. If you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. Link to Twitch in the description below. And until next time, everybody, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.